All right, this video is about scaling your skin clinic, okay? Before I get into the actual video, if you're a skin clinic owner, if you are a marketer for a clinic, whatever it is, please bring your notes, sit down, put your phone away, just watch this video. I'm telling you what I have planned. This has taken me a very long time to develop, but what I have in this video is honestly going to change your clinic. So please sit down on the table, put your phone away, and just watch this video. And at the end of the video, I guarantee you're gonna be like, holy shit, like, this is how I'm gonna scale my company. Anyway, we'll get straight into it. How to 10x your clinic using this LTV strategy, okay? So here's what I'm gonna be covering. First is the exact cosmetic LTV system we've used to take average client value from 500 to 5,000, which is again a 10x increase. How to increase LTV. If you don't know what LTV is, don't worry, we're gonna be covering this in the coming slides. So again, AKA make my clients worth more, and how to actually scale. So this video, I'm telling you guys, if you watch to the end of this, light bulbs will be going off in your head, okay? First, the exact cosmetic LTV system, okay? Here is a hard truth. If you're operating a clinic right now, most of you, and you probably are doing this, are operating in a treatment mindset. This is one of the worst states to be in, selling one-off facials or injectables instead of packaged transformations. That's why revenue plateaus, and that's why clients don't come back, okay? Shifting them from pay-per treatment to partner in transformation changes everything. With your clinic, you have to understand you are not a service provider, you are a partner. What do they actually want? They don't want a treatment, okay? So when you try to, it's like putting a band-aid over it. So people do not want a treatment. They want an outcome. They want their skin to look glowing. That is what you tailor your offer to, not just your service, okay? And I'll tell you why in a second. If you don't know your lifetime value, which is again how much a customer is worth, or refuse to believe it, you are thinking transactionally, not strategical. Okay, I want to emphasize this: transactional, not strategical. E.g., I spend $50 and make $200 upfront in ads. So if you're running Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever it is, if you think like transactionally, like I spend 50 and make 200. It will never scale, it has low margin, and you need to be thinking of retention, referrals, and repeatability. That is where your attention should go. It's not just acquiring new customers, okay? If I had a look into all of your businesses right now, I guarantee it, your issue is not new customers. Your issue is retention, referrals, and repeatability, okay? And like, at the end of this video, I'm telling you, light bulbs will be going off in your head, okay? So the problem with one and done buyers, we've all had these type of clients where they come in, they'll do one type of strategy, or they'll do one type of treatment, and they're gone, okay? Why this is bad is that short-term buyers kill scalability. You work hard to win a client only to lose them after one service, and with no lifetime value strategy, every month feels like you're starting from zero, and this hurts. I've seen clinics, honestly, work so hard to get new customers through the door, and only to make like $200 off of them, okay? They're spending $100 to get a customer in the doors, and they're only making 200, you know? Again, the example I use here is, let's say we spend $100 to acquire a customer. If that customer only spends 200, the margins are thin, the growth is capped, and scaling becomes nearly possible, okay? Think of it like, if you've got employees, if you've got staff, if you've got softwares, you got treatment bills, you got rent, like there's so many bills that add up. Like, this is never going to be profitable, okay? Now let's imagine that same customer goes on to spend $3,000 over time through treatments, upsells, and retention back-end strategies. That's a clinic you can scale confidently. If you can spend $100 to get a customer through the door and they spend $3,000, that's a whole new business that is scalable, and it's very easy to get to that next stage of your business, okay? Also helps when you're selling the company as well. Okay, so now why is increasing lifetime value important? Again, lifetime value is how much a customer is worth in their lifetime. Okay, if they're doing a one-off treatment and that LTV is 200, that's not scalable. I've got an example after which I'll show you. It has to be as high as possible. That is how you scale. So the reason why it's important is that it's very hard to scale, again, with consistently getting new customers to purchase once and then leave. Because remember, we are paying for customers. Okay, when they come back, we're not paying for them. The trust is already there. They know us and they like us. Okay, it's very easy to get them back through the door. One simple email and they'll be back. Okay. Again, most of the profits and revenue growth comes from existing clients coming back, and we must focus on the customer journey rather than just ad returns, okay? I want to emphasize this as well. Most of the profits and revenue growth comes from existing clients coming back. Why? Okay, if you spend $100 to acquire a customer and they spend $200, you made $100 on that first interaction. The next time they come back, you spend $0 and they spend $200 again. Do you see how that's much more profitable than paying $100 and getting $200? That is where the profit and the revenue growth comes from, okay? And basically the 10x cosmetic LTV system we use is, I want you guys thinking, move clients from $140 to $280 sessions and 1 to 2 visits with an LTV of 500 to 4,500 to $5,000 across 6 to 12 months using bundled skin programs plus continuity systems, okay? So the LTV first model versus just ads, the old thinking is have an ad, sale, and done. And here you're just chasing conversions and hoping for profits up front. It's a very dangerous way of thinking, okay? It's very hard to scale that. Now the new thinking is an ad, an entry offer, customer journey, LTV, growth, and long-term profit, which I get to at the end. But I want you guys thinking not just about conversions and upfront profits, but what does that back-end system look like, focusing on the relationship, and how can you make sure that each customer comes back and spends 10x what they're currently spending? Okay, now for an entry offer, the one we recommend is a skin consult. So if you're running ads, do not be selling a treatment. Have a skin consult that's personalized and bespoke, and go through what they get, clinical skin imaging, whatever it is, and put the value there as well. Okay, after that entry offer, that's when you put them into a bespoke 90-day roadmap, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like in a second. And just I want to show you a quick example of how powerful knowing your client lifetime value is, your LTV, okay? Let's say you have a clinic A. So let me this. Let's say you have clinic A and clinic B. Clinic A cost to acquire customer, so they run ads and their cost to acquire customer is 100. Clinic B costs 200, and they're both lifetime value is 400, okay? Now let's say clinic A spends all their time focusing, let's get these costs down, let's use influencer ads, let's do these UGC ads, and they go, yes, we've cut our cost to acquire customer down from 100 to 50, okay? We're now spending $50 and we're getting $400, okay? Now let's say clinic B says, you know what? For now, I'm not really worried about my cost to acquire customer. How can I make sure each customer is worth more? And so they implement back-end retention strategies, and that 400 goes to $4,000. Now, when you look at the math, client A makes $350 per customer, client B makes $3,800 per customer, and they still have a higher cost to acquire a customer. All they have done was increase lifetime value, and this is what the big companies are doing. This is what the big clinics are doing, okay? I'll give you another example from a different industry. Starbucks' lifetime value is $10,000. For a coffee, like people who buy coffee, they're going to spend, if you go to Starbucks once, you're going to end up spending $10,000 in your life there. So they're able to spend $1,000 to get someone through the door because they know they're making 10x with the lifetime value, okay? So the point I'm trying to make here is, yes, you need to also be focusing on your cost to acquire customer and reducing that. But the big leverage comes from increasing your lifetime value. This is where you need to be focusing on, okay? Look, I'm passionate about this because I see so many clinics get this wrong. They think, I need new ads, I need more customers, I need more customers. No, you need back-end retention strategies to get that lifetime value higher. That is how you scale, okay? Now, next. You're probably wondering right now, you're scratching your head, how do I increase my lifetime value? You know, it's all good for you to show me that, you know, lifetime value increased from 400 to 4,000 and you've 10x'd it, but how do you actually increase lifetime value? How can you make sure my customers or my clients are worth more, okay? And there's 4 main things we normally recommend, okay? The first is packaged outcome offers. You need to stop selling treatments. I've got examples at the end, so I'll show you them as well, but stop selling treatments. Start selling the outcomes, okay? What do they actually want? Replace a $140 facial with a 1,400 12-week skin rejuvenation program, okay? Includes skin analysis, 6 treatments, tailored home care, reviews, and unlimited support access. And if you're even smarter, give it a name. Call it the Bridal Glow Blueprint Radiance Method, Acne Reset Protocol, 6-week, 12-week Acne Reset Protocol. And I'll show you examples after this. But you need to stop selling services. It's starting to sell outcomes, okay? So what I recommend is if you're running ads, use an ad, okay? Run the ads to a skin analysis funnel, okay? Sell the skin analysis, get them through the door, and once you know the exact problems they're facing, recommend a program for them. A 12-week program. It's going to get you glowing skin. You're going to be so confident when you go out the street. Everyone's going to be looking at your skin thinking, wow, how did you do this? You know, you'll be so confident. Like, that's what they actually want. They don't want a facial for $140. They want the end result. So focus on putting packaged out outcome offers. Now, again, you've just 10x the front offer from a 140 facial. Now the front end is 1400. You've just 10x the front end of your offer. It's better to have this than have someone come in for a facial twice and then going, this doesn't work, and giving up and leaving. Okay, this is how we've got to be thinking. Okay, the next is rebooking plus upsell systems. Okay, don't treat and disappear. Plan the whole skin journey. Okay, this is where you can increase LTV significantly. Okay, at the final treatment, you're glowing now. So that 12-week program you just went through, shows back here. Once they finish this program, okay, you've got the glowing skin now, but to keep that result and go deeper, we're moving into phase 2, which is skin strengthening plus maintenance. And make sure that your people at the front, the reception, are pre-booking the next phase before they leave. And you use messaging like, we don't just create results, we help you maintain them in the long run. That's what actually people want. If they get the glowing, confident skin, they don't want to lose that. They want to keep that. How can they keep that? Okay, and that technically goes into the next point, which is performance and membership backends. And I've got all examples from clinics that do this. The top clinics, this is what they do. But again, create a beauty membership, like a skincare subscription, $97 to $197 a month. It can even be higher, but includes one treatment per month. Choose facial, peel, light therapy, whatever it is. Quarterly skin assessments to look at their skin. Is their aging decreasing? 10% off all other treatments and products. Early access to launches and VIP perks. Ongoing email and SMS support. And frame it. This is like one of the things I put in the quotes here. Think of it as skin insurance. Just like your car needs regular servicing, your skin does that too. Once they have glowing skin, they don't want to lose that. If you can say to them like, right, you've got the glowing skin. My goal is to now make sure you sustain that. Okay, that is how you've got to be thinking. How can I make sure that my clients sustain this outcome? Okay, and this increases LTV significantly. If they spend $197 a month and they stay for 2 years, how much more have you just increased your revenue per client? If you've got back here, you have the 1400 12-week program, plus they spend $197 a month for 2 years. Okay, how much is that? 200 a year. That's 2,400. That's another 4.8 grand you've added. So now you went from 280, which is 2 facials, to 1400 plus 2,400 times 2, which is 4,800. So you pretty much just turned your LTV from 280 to around 6 grand. The light bulb should be going off at the moment, saying like, the issue is not getting new customers. The issue is retaining them and building out these systems to get the LTV higher, okay? Now, the next thing, this is very, very interesting as well. The thing you can also add in is a referral compounding system. This right here is probably one of the most important. It's reward transformations. Turn your current clients into marketers. Offer $50 credit for each new client referred, and do it both ways. The way I like to use it is Alex Hormozy. He has the open door hinge method, where basically you give $50 to your current client who refers and $50 to who they refer in credit for your clinic. Okay, so they get credit, both of them. And this is a simple way to just compound your growth, okay? Automate post-program messages. So for example, once one of your clients finishes a treatment or that program, so happy you're glowing. If a friend is struggling with similar skin issues, send them this link. You'll both receive $50 off your next treatment. And tracking software. So you have to be building out these systems in the back end to be able to automate this. Okay, you can do this like 2 seconds with whatever software you're using, and position it as glow together. So your clinic's way of growing a results-driven community. You're building a community. How can you make sure that everyone achieves this outcome? Imagine you said $50 off this treatment. You know, come do this treatment. Like, no, they want the glowing skin. Position it as a community that's focused on getting glowing, confident skin, okay? Incentivize referrals as part of community care, not sales, okay? What I was just saying before, do not go into asking for referrals saying, yeah, we're trying to grow our company. Like, people won't do that. But if you say, we're trying to help as many people as possible that are struggling with this issue, it's very much easier to get that sale across from a referral standpoint. So automate post texts. So glad we helped. If you know anyone struggling with same issue, aging skin, acne scarring or hyperpigmentation, send this link and you'll both get $50 credit. Okay, now I want to go through some examples of what these actually look like. So the first example, which we had the package outcome offers here, look at this clinics that's done this. All I did was type up packaged offers programs, okay? 30 days glowing, 30 days skin health program. It's 2025 your year for glowing skin. Our 30-day glowing program is designed to kickstart your skin journey by detoxifying, strengthening, and rejuvenating your skin. And that's $7.99. Okay, obviously I'll put that a bit higher. It's a bit cheap, this one, but I'll put it to 90 days. Okay, I'll put it to 12 weeks. I think 12 week, I'll put it to 90 days and put it $1,400. That would be my offer for this, and what it includes all here as well. That is an offer. Like, when I hear 30 days glowing, that gets my attention, not just this treatment. Like, no one cares about the treatment, they care about the end result. Have packaged outcomes like this. Okay. Another example: 6 week skin overhaul, $500 for 6 weeks, and basically what's included, and it goes through all that. Like, think about how much more powerful this is compared to, Morpheus 8. Like, you're not selling treatments, you're selling end results, okay? Now, the next thing, for rebooking plus upsell systems, pre-book before they leave, so make sure that someone at the reception is pre-booking them into that next stage, whether it's the maintenance program after the 12 weeks is done. Make sure they're also selling products. This is a big, big upsell. Not too many clinics emphasize their products enough. You've got glowing skin, oh my God, like, you've done the 12-week program, your skin looks glowing. Look, if you use this product right here, it's gonna help you, look 10 times better, and it's help you maintain that texture, whatever it is. Like, that is a way you can also add in upsell systems to increase your lifetime value. And again, don't treat and disappear. Plan the whole skin journey. Have this back-end system. Start planning, okay? So I'm gonna have a skin analysis, add skin analysis, 12-week program, and then maintenance. That is how that is so scalable. That is how we have to be thinking, okay? Now, performance and membership backends, okay? This is from a client in Sydney. Memberships, Ultimate Skin Membership, for those serious about their skin, for an introductory price of just $79 per week. Now, this was one of their cheap end ones, okay? I'm not going to say which type of client it is or what company this is, but this exclusive membership includes your choice of one advanced skin rejuvenation treatment per month, selecting from a comprehensive range of dermatology grade lasers, needling, and facials, okay? $79 a week. Like, just think of that. That's $320 a month in extra LTV for their clients. So, like, this is how we have to be thinking. I've said it so many times, but like, I get excited because I know how to scale. Like, I know how to scale any clinic. Okay, referral compounding system. That same company back here, they have a give 100, get 100. Refer a friend and earn credit towards your next treatment. Okay, that's very, very good. Very good referral compounding system, okay? So what I want to reframe to you guys is that you're not running a beauty business, you're running a skin transformation clinic. Your goal is to transform people. It's not to just sell services, okay? Again, I got it here. Your job isn't to sell treatments, it's to own the full journey from skin concerns to long-term confidence. And you know what? These type of clients, you will love working with them. If they're with you for long term, you'll love working with them. All the gossip, like whatever it is, you love working with these type of clients. You hate the ones that go one and done and they complain about price and they're going, oh, well, how come this is so expensive? Like, no, if you have your own offer that's packaged, no one will talk about the price, okay? Okay. Again, now coming back to these two analogy examples, now that you know the difference between clinic A and clinic B, which one do you want? Like, just think about it. The LTV is 4,000 here. You know how to increase LTV. You know how this is super profitable, clients refer, and there's high profit, high margin, and high scalability. And Clinic A, you're struggling, you're churning and burning with clients, doing one-off treatment deals. You think getting new customers is the issue, so you're running more paid ads, and your cost to acquire a customer is even higher than 50 probably. And it's low margin, low profit, low scalability. And when you become to sell this company, it's going to be very, very hard to sell. Okay, like just think which type of clinic do you want? Okay, that's it for today. That's it for this video. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Anything in regards to, if you want the LTV formula, I've had actually what the calculations look like to increase LTV. Click on the link below. I've got our landing page. Book a call with us, and I'm happy to go through exactly how this process would work.